Hello there again, YouTube. Welcome to another episode of Airgotten Weapons. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Airsoft AK and its various iterations. We're even going to look at a new project I'm going to start working on, this little guy right here. But let's just start from the beginning. You know, Tokyo Marui was obviously the originator, and most of the patterns are copied off of theirs. There's a couple of different things you need to be aware of if you're going to upgrade and customize these. Mainly that the 74 and the 47 are completely different as far as how they go together, the different accessories for especially this barrel end. It's an entirely different system. It slides into the receiver, the stamp style, whereas these 47 styles, they have 4 screws that hold it on there. You can see those there. Got a couple of different ones here. This one's a G&G. And it's pretty standard. The butt plate doesn't fit real well on these, which is kind of interesting. Polymer receiver. Fairly decent build quality on this one. This one is a CM28. It's got a Red Star metal receiver on it and a railed forend. These CM28s are kind of like the generic AK-47 starter spot. Some of the early ones you can see have plastic hop-ups, although a lot of them do. This one is a JG electric blowback, and it's got the same thing. This is a custom camo wrap AK that I did, CM28. Some of the early CM28s had plastic gearboxes. Even though they have metal gears, on the box it'll say metal gears, but it's really a plastic gearbox. This being an unmodified version of them. Plastic, imitation wood. Now if you see the CM022s, they have a red or an orange front sight post, and those are complete junk. Even these CM28s aren't great, but for the price, you know, you get what you pay for. And this is an old RSKP red jacket. It's got full metal everything. It's probably my favorite one of these. It's got some modifications that make it a little bit more interesting. Now this guy, you might gasp and think it's a Game Face 76, but it's really not. It was actually a CM28 underfolder that I, before seeing those, had put this on. It's got a modified extended barrel that comes out almost to the end. But the problem I've had with this thing is there's no room for a battery anywhere. You know, it would seem like you could stick it up here, but it just doesn't work that way. There's no room in the buffer tube because the buffer tube is too short. Now on this one here, the battery is in the buffer tube, and it's even a pain in the butt because it's got the electric blowback, so this thing wants to ram into the battery every time it cycles. So that's why hence this project is I'm going to go ahead and put this M4 style adapter on there and get rid of this semi-functional non-latching folding stock. So stay tuned for that, and magazines are a whole nother episode. We'll go into that in another one. But generally they're version 3 gearboxes. They work really well. They're easy to modify, they're easy to fix. So if you're considering starting in Airsoft, then I would definitely suggest to start with an AK because there's lots of them and they're cheap. Thanks.